In this video, we debunk all of the myths surrounding motivation and discuss what it is and how to use it appropriately. So let us begin with a proper explanation. Welcome back to another exciting video. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. What motivation actually is. What motivation is genuinely is a more nuanced feeling than we give it credit for. It's not the rush you get when you set your mind to something, nor is it the exhilaration you have before doing something you enjoy. Motivation, on the other hand, comprises 4 unique components. Aside from that, the final element is rather startling. No, that isn't simply bait. The first component is competence, or believing in your capacity to execute the task. Assume you have a flat wall in front of you, and someone wants you to climb it with no tools. It is an impossible feat, and it is. And, because you see no means of climbing the wall and accomplishing the work, you have no incentive even to try. This is one of the reasons why people in bad financial situations find it difficult to get out of them. They have no faith in their ability, so they don't even consider it. Control is the second component of motivation. When your mother instructed you to clean your room as a child, you didn't do it because you were driven to, you did it because you were told to. In other words, you did not influence the circumstance. You couldn't pick when to do it, how to do it, or what outcome you wanted. When connecting your actions to desired goals, finding the motivation to pursue it isn't easy. Corporations are a prime example. According to statistics, most office workers waste the majority of their time. Why shouldn't they? Only some notice if they perform substandard work. And if they do excellent work, either no one notices or they do. As a reward, they are given extra work. The third factor is value. Is what you're attempting to do truly valuable to you? Do you require it? Do you have an interest in the task and the potential reward? Otherwise, you'll find no incentive to do anything. That's all there is to it. There's external motivation, and then there's internal motivation. So, you guessed it, external drive is derived from external forces. And in most situations, this stems from you feeling insufficient when you're not strong enough to stand up for yourself or confident enough to pursue your dreams. Or when you don't have enough money to build the life you want. Essentially, it's when your life stinks and you're sick. Finally, you say, you know what? Enough is enough. You'll grow to despise life to the point where you want to exact revenge on it. As a great person once said, it's a radical approach, but you get the message. You'll find occasions when you declare, you know what, I'll show them. That is how external motivation feels. The world makes you feel in ways you dislike, so you channel that bad energy into power. Positive energy. However, this is only one side of the coin. And it would be a waste of time to remain unhappy unless you do something about your difficulties. This is also a transient source of energy. External drive, my friend, is not sustainable. This is when mental motivation comes into play. Unlike external motivation, internal motivation comes from within your own person. You make a conscious decision to alter something for the better. No one tells you to do it, and no one forces you to do it. It is entirely up to you. The wonderful thing about this internal motivation is that it lasts. The disadvantage is that it is incredibly difficult to obtain. That is because it requires you to accomplish things for yourself. And we, as humans, are famously lousy at this for several reasons. Many of you are still working from home, correct? Be truthful. Okay? Are you still dressed in the same clothing you slept in last night? And if no one can see you, why not? But, you know, doing things for yourself necessitates regularly holding oneself to higher standards. It demands you to examine something you dislike and ask yourself, why am I doing this? This is not my personality. I can do better than this. And this level of reflection is uncommon nowadays because most people avoid talking to themselves in any meaningful sense. And it's one of the main reasons we created the Lux app. We have many chats there. And if you still need to become a member, what are you waiting for? Go to lox.com/app and sign up today. The notorious highly difficult first step. We all know that the first step is the most difficult. People have been waiting for the ideal moment to act for thousands of years. And it never arrives. Okay. The truth is that the reason the first step is the most difficult is quite basic and uncomplicated. It's known as status quo comfort. We humans, after all, are creatures of habit, right? We become accustomed to things being a certain way. And we find it difficult to make adjustments, even when they are plainly for the better. The comfort of your current circumstances will always feel better than the changes you must undertake. That's why individuals stay in unhealthy relationships or work in low-wage, disrespectful jobs. If they could go back in time, they would never make that choice again. But since they're already in it, what can you do? You see, breaking a habit is as difficult as acquiring a new one. You'll constantly find excuses not to question your current reality. Okay. The job could be better. But it isn't all that horrible. At the very least, you have a job. Sure. Your significant other makes you wonder if devils exist. But, hey, you've got a +1 for every occasion. Yes, you've been a little excessive recently, and your heart rate is exceptional for someone your age. But, hey, it's all about body positivity these days. Right? There will always be a reason to stay well within your comfort zone in any scenario, which is why taking the first step is so difficult. So, how do you overcome this? We discovered that the optimum solution combines sheer willpower and peer pressure. Look around your inner circle for things you'd like to do with your pals and tell them, hey, that thing you're doing, I want to do that too. But taking the initial step is quite difficult for me. Can you bring me along? You'd be shocked at how quickly people react to this. You're the only one with willpower, baby. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.